Yeah, when it comes to the situation with Justin Bieber now, you know, I will never accept what he was trying to do, like trying to reverse the cause out of my ancestry, you know, just because he came from, just check the historical records coming from Turkey. Check the dates from, I guess, check it from the 1970s, 1980s. Check those war records that was going on in Turkey, right? In Anatolia, all those places in Turkey, check the war records. And then check the records that was going on between the UK and Jamaica. Well, obviously, what was going on with Turkey and what was going on in Jamaica, obviously the records wouldn't be the same, right? But then it comes to that issue dealing with North America now, dealing with the generation of those kids, ancestrally, the ones who made it to North America, like Justin Bieber, right? So it deals with, I'm just going to dodge here, but it deals with that generation, I would say from the 90s, not even the set. Justin Bieber was born in the 90s. He was born in 1994. So he can't even reference off of the generation coming out of 1970s or 1980s because he was born in 1990s. So when it comes to Justin Bieber and his memory, it started from 1994 out of his generation. 1994 out of Canada up until the age of 10. That's his memory. His ancestral record, the memory of it, we're dealing with on a spiritual side. Okay? It had to deal with, oh shit, I gotta wait here. It had to deal with, all that drama that was going on in the Roman Empire, how they were abusive, and the Turkic people were abusive too, out of their kingdoms, right? Yeah, the Byzantine Empire, and there was drama between the Turkish people and the Greeks, right? Because some of the Turkish people are Greeks. Some of them, they migrated to Kyrgyzstan and some other countries around there. You understand me? So some of them are mixed breed. You know what I mean? Some of the Greeks and Turkish people are mixed breed, But the point is that, I know on a spiritual side, I know where just the spirit of Justin Bieber is. I already spoke of this so many times, right? The point is that he can't put himself in my category just because he doesn't like his ancestry. You can't do that. Just because my ancestors, we accomplished more out of the system. Not even systematically. Our ancestors we just accomplished more generationally because we were in alignment with the Bible, our Bible scriptures in our life, our spiritual life, and our spiritual gifts. We're talking about a generation, like I said, it started from 1964 Immigration Act. Just like how it was going on here in Canada, going on here in America, it was going on in Canada too. It was going on in Britain, it was going on in Switzerland, in Australia, all the first world countries. It was the same type of perspective that was going on at that time, okay? But let me tell you something. This whole issue out of Justin Bieber being this sociopath because he couldn't survive as a child, that's done. It's 2026. That's done, Justin. There is beyond you staring at my life and watching me and trying to figure out what I'm doing every single day, you have no social life. You constantly you're waiting for me to make a move for you to even catch a breath out of trying to figure out anything out of life. That's absolutely pathetic. And knowing that you've been doing this for so many years, what does that prove, Justin? You barely have a personality. You can't hold a platform in Hollywood without my perspective. And you're from Turkey. How is that to work? I'm not saying that Jamaican people don't have a Turkish perspective, but guess what? A lot of Turkish people were too racist. Jamaican people didn't tap into it, okay? And that's something that you have to accept. That we can't, people like me, I can't carry you. Once you stepped into that racist energy, I can't carry you. And you can't claim me. You can't say anything out of subjugation, Justin. No form of racist bidding weapon shall prosper when it comes to my existence. Do you understand me? That is 2026. And whatever you are trying to do when it comes to how I exist, Justin Drew Bieber, you are done. Done. Now all of a sudden you sitting there trying to pose up yourself, dealing with Donald Trump. Miss said, Justin Bieber, you are unconscious. You understand me? And you're doing that because you're sitting there tapping into the devil. Just admit something that you don't have you didn't come from a political family. Now all of a sudden you're trying to politicize something. Something that your ancestry was not even a part of certain type of politics. And you sitting there in Hollywood trying to act as if like, oh yeah, that's my Akashic. It never was. You're not conscious. Your ancestors, not even your mother or your father accomplished anything when it comes to politics historically. So we can't claim you, Justin. We cannot. I'm just heading to the dollar store right now. Okay? But the point is that you've been doing this for so long that even the Most High acknowledges how much error you are trying to perpetuate when it comes to somebody else's ancestral Akashic records, Justin. That is something that you cannot have. You created so much chaos already. There was never any truth to the things that you've been talking about on social media. There's no truth to it. If you're trying to copy my life, what does that say about you? There's no truth to your existence. And that proves that there's no proof to whatever ancestry that you came from, that you actually came from. Okay, so now that Justin Bieber's exposed for being the fake fraud that he is, so what? It took you going on stage now, having to go there wearing purple boxer shorts? Just try to show people what, Justin? What are you trying to show society now? You're not even in that category of innocent. You're not. Everybody knows the type of devil energy you've been trying to perpetuate when it comes to God and his Bible and ancestors. You are full of the devil. Everybody knows that. And I've given you plenty of time to release myself. Even Moses on the mount, dealing with Mount Sinai. What's the scripture, Justin? Since you think you're so smart, what's the scripture? Did Moses say to let my people go? And we're talking about the book of Elijah here. What I represent, Justin. Didn't God say to let us go? Then why are you still trying to hold on to me when it comes to Hollywood, Justin? Why are you still doing that? That's not a part of your Akashic records, Justin. I'm not a part of you. It's a false chord. It may have been something just because, okay, it's about a collective of like Spanish, the breeds out of Spanish people. You understand me? Obviously, there's black Spanish people coming from different perspectives out of society when it comes to the universe as a whole, Justin. And that's something that you should have respected from day one, that we're Spanish people, and you should have some respect for how God made us, how he created us. And you can't be walking around trying to like twist up society and make it seem as if we don't exist. We've been here before you were even born, fool. And now you're sitting down because you don't know what to talk about. You don't know how to handle yourself when it comes to Hollywood, right? So you still try to hold on to me? That's a lie. You're a lie. You're nothing but a lie and a fraud and a cheat. You're a scammer. You're a manipulator. And I've talked for the last 2-3 years. I've been on social media. I've been telling you to let it go. And you still want to carry on to this lie in 2026? You are unconscious. You're completely out of your mind. You know that? Now you online wearing shorts, bareback, huh? And now you erase Selena's name and you put Haley's name on your back. And that Haley bitch, you sitting there with trying to play like you're Athena. You're the devil too. Because I don't know why you're sitting over there trying to be me too. Who are you? I don't even know where you come from with that. If you want, if there was some type of similarity when it comes to who I am as in my existence, Justin, then why couldn't you have respect for that in this lifetime? You chose not to have respect for the black perspective out of someone being Spanish. You chose to disrespect the black aspects dealing with Spanish people, and you want to do that here in the state of California. Don't make no sense, fool. You make no sense, Justin Drew Bieber. Now you want to pose up yourself with Trump thinking that you have my gifts. You don't have my gifts. What's your last name? Your last name is Bieber. Tired of it, man. Enough is enough of this clown trying to sit and play like you're me on social media. You better cut that nonsense out now. Cut it out. You think it was fun and games now, and now you're sitting on a stage now, and people see how your vulnerability, how vulnerable you are, right? Now you're embarrassed, right, Justin? You're embarrassed. Let me get to Dollar Tree before this place closes. I'm trying to get to Dollar Tree right now. Like, come on. Oh, clown. Who you fooling, Justin? You know God gave him enough time to get that energy out of him. For how many years in Hollywood? God gave you that time to get that energy out of you. And look what it is. Look what time it is now, Justin. It's February 2nd, 2026. When are you going to let it go? The devil needs to let go of what he is not. Let it go. I just want to get something here at the dollar store because I want some dollars. You want to come interfere with the tribe of Judah, the black tribe of Judah. We exist, Justin. We've been existing. And just because you're acting as if we never supported you, of course we did. Just based on what you did to me, Justin, you still used me. And you're still in debt to that. Tired of him. No, I'm not going to be nice to that, man. He's abusive. That's what you are. You're an abusive narcissist. I should have drowned a long time ago, Justin. Look how long God been telling you to stop. God been telling you that's enough, Justin. Leave her alone, Justin. Stop it now. You got your little 15 minutes of fame in Hollywood, but you sitting there trying to play two perspectives out of Judaism. You understand me? You playing with spells. You playing with the universe. You mess with the generation. Oh God, how much you owe God in this lifetime? You owe me and my generation, but you owe the merciful God up in heaven. You owe him. You sitting there and trying to interfere with biblical text, Justin. All because you didn't come from my bloodline. You must be out of your mind, kid. You're a kid. Don't interfere with me. Don't tell this clown online trying to be nice to him. Like, Justin, you don't really know what you're playing around with, you know. You don't know how many churches the sacrifice out the church, Justin. And you think this was some little kid game? Huh? That's what you thought? Huh? Let me just go in the store here. I reached my destination. I'm going to do my little shopping right now. Okay? Bye.